The pagan goddess also infiltrated Christianity as Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene is usually identified as the woman out of which Jesus exorcised 7 demons, or with Mary of Bethany, and the woman sinner who anointed Jesus' feet. She is also identified with the adulterous woman Jesus saved from stoning by the Pharisees. But if Mary Magdalene came to be identified with harlotry, it is because of an esoteric interpretation which regards her as a, quote, sacred prostitute, who officiates at the mysteries or as goddess and consort to the, quote, Son of God, as she is featured in the Gnostic text. Mary Magdalene is a central figure in later Gnostic Christian writings, including the Dialogue of the Saviour, the Pistis Sophia, the Gospel of Thomas, the Gospel of Philip, and the Gospel of Mary. These texts portray Mary Magdalene as an apostle, as Jesus' closest or most beloved disciple, and the recipient of his most private teachings. The Barbarites, an early Christian Gnostic sect of the late 4th century AD, had numerous scriptures involving Mary Magdalene, including the question of Mary, the greater question of Mary, the lesser questions of Mary, and the birth of Mary. Although none of them survived, they are mentioned by Epiphanius of Salamis. Epiphanius reports that the greater questions of Mary contained an episode after the resurrection, which was supposedly the basis of the Barbarite Eucharist ritual, in which they allegedly engaged in orgies and drank semen and menstrual blood as the, quote, body and blood of Christ, respectively. The portrayal of Mary Magdalene as a prostitute began after a series of Easter sermons delivered in 591, when Pope John I conflated her with Mary of Bethany and the unnamed, quote, sinful woman who anointed Jesus' feet. This resulted in a widespread belief that Mary Magdalene was a repentant prostitute or promiscuous woman. Several medieval legends in Western Europe tell elaborate tales of Mary Magdalene's wealth and beauty, as well as her alleged miraculous journey to southern France.